Alright guys, today we are working on the exhaust to my 1999 Trans Am. Let me show you what I got going on here. Alright, so in typical fashion it was welded in. This is the old muffler that I just took off of there. And you can see what kind of a mess they did putting the tips on this thing. A little windy out here today too, so if you're getting wind noise I apologize in advance. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind those welds down and try and pull that pipe out. I've got the same thing here on the passenger side pipe, and then you can look at this mess. Looks like somebody tried to fix a hole in the muffler at one point, or maybe they took a muffler from another car, I don't know. But I get the same thing right there. I mean, it's those welds, yeah, whoever did that needs to be fired. But here's the new muffler. It's an AP muffler. It is stock for this car. So let me get to grinding this mess down and try and get everything put together. I'm going to use clamps instead of welding it this time, I think. Alright, so got the pipe disconnected from the old muffler. And I can safely tell you, looking at it, it was a hell of a time. So, next, I got to figure out how to deal with the underside. Now, as you can see, there's still a sleeve on here, and there is not that much room for this pipe to be able to drop. And that is a solid pipe from the cat all the way back. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to grind that down some, the best I can, and then put a sleeve slash reducer on it is what I'm thinking. So let me get back to this and show you guys once I start installing everything. Okay, here we are back up underneath the car. The muffler's in place. Again, like I said, this was an AP muffler. I got it off I believe it was Amazon, actually, ironically enough. It was only, I don't know, it was like 40-50 bucks, somewhere in that area. So we'll see how the sound is here shortly. So I had to go buy band clamps, which that's a band clamp, and that's what's going to connect the exhaust pipes from the exhaust out to the back of the car. So decided to go with band clamps on it. So we'll see how that all works out here momentarily. I don't know if there's any good place for me to actually set up my phone to film this, so let me take a look and find out. Alright, so it kind of works out a little bit, I guess. Not exactly ideal, but it works. So, got muffler kind of in place. I've got a regular clamp that's going to go on this side here. And like I said, I got to put the band clamps on the two muffler ends. I was just getting the hanger back up in place because I need to figure out how this is going to sit. And this is not ideal, to say the least. Interesting. As I recall, that came in like so last time, which means I think I am going to have to cut some of this off, because this muffler is actually bigger than the one that was in here originally, so I think I'm going to have to cut give or take some of this off, because this needs to sit about there. Yep. Alright, well, got some more cutting to do, so let me get back to you. Alright, so getting the band clamp installed. This is really more of a two-person job than one person, but gotta make it work. there a set torque range? Don't know. But I am clamping down on this motherfucker as tight as I can. Now, I'm noticing as I'm doing this, I gotta keep going back and forth to get a good bite on it between the two. And it still seems to be jostling just a little bit. Thinking I probably should have moved it a little bit further down, which I'm probably gonna have to do. Band clamps it as a 9/16, by the way. Ow, mother. Oh, fudge. Yeah. I gotta come up with some type of... Oh, man, that did not help the migraine at all. Don't recommend doing this with a migraine, guys. Yeah, I gotta get back to you. Oh. Okay. What I had to do was fabricate kind of my own little bracket. And keep in mind, I'm sideways, but your view's upside down. The correct way. So. Loosen this up a little more. There we go. Okay. Now we are where we want to be. So we'll get this thing cranked down. I've never used a band clamp before, so I don't know to what extent this thing really needs to be done. Oh, but hopefully there's no exhaust leak when I finally get it going. I mean, it doesn't feel like there's gonna be, but just in case there is, I did buy some, oops. Like I said, it's a little windy out here today, so I did buy some like sort of muffler weld stuff, and I can always pack that in around it. All right. There we go. That'll work. Down on this one. Now, last time I did an exhaust was on a 1981 Volvo in my father's garage. I can't exactly remember why I had to do it, but I do remember that I had to do it. And I wasn't happy about it, because I had to replace pretty much everything from the manifold back. But luckily, my brother gave me a hand if I remember correctly. Alright, so that's clamped down. Now, onto the other side. So, now, the driver's side, luckily has, let me spin you around so you can see, has a hanger, and the pipe had a hanger. So now it's just a matter of finagling the hanger up in there, which isn't all too bad. You'll see some guys will use soapy water and stuff like that to get it in, but for the most part, this one's sliding right in, so I'm really not complaining. All right, now, all good there. There's really not a good angle on this thing at all. I'm wondering if I didn't cut enough off. There we go. I just gotta push that up some, looks like. All right, so holding that up with my knee. At least I'm not gonna get hit in the head this time because of the hanger. Thank you. All right. So I've never used these band clamps before, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but I guess we're going to find out, huh? I don't like the way that's hanging. Is there? Nope, that one hangs lower. Nuts. All right, well, we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's see what happens when we crank down on it. But my ratchet, again, 9/16. It could be the way the pipe's bent also. I don't know. Looks about right. I guess at some point it's got to stop, right? But I am seeing a gap right here. This one feels like it's pretty much on there all the way. So let's crank this thing up and see what happens. There you go. From up front, it's a lot quieter than the old one. Well, So it's just a matter of a little bit of tweaking here and there, I think. We don't need that thing getting completely ridiculous on us, right? So a little bit of tweaking here and there. Obviously the pipes are hanging a little bit low. Looks like one's actually sticking out a little bit further than the other one, so a little bit of tweaking here and there. Thinking I might fabricate a hanger for this side as well. And there you go. AP exhaust for a 1999 Pontiac Firebird. Sound really wasn't all that bad. I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be worse, but it wasn't, so we're good. All right, till next time. Any questions, hit me up, let me know.